Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Karting with Chris. Today's episode is going to be the Winter 3 race. So this is the pre-final. I qualified in 4th out of 16, so I was pretty happy with that. Unfortunately, we are starting on the outside, and that is really bad. You'll see later on in the race how, far you can drop back on the outside, but we're still going to give it the old college try. So today is a fairly cold day. I don't really remember what the temperatures were like, but there was a pretty cold wind, and they only gave us one warm-up lap, so I'm weaving around the track trying my hardest to warm up the tires. And if you can see the guy in the flag stand, he's giving me a rolled up black flag telling me, stop warming up your tires. But, in my opinion, either give us one more lap or allow tire warming, because it becomes a safety issue at a certain point. So the driver lineup is Chuck is on pole, then Colton, then number 2 is Ava. She's new to the 206 seniors, and then behind me is Colin, and then behind him is Ben. So a lot of familiar faces in the top 6, and we're hoping that we can build a train, pull away from everyone else, because our qualifying times between the top 6 were really close to each other. So stay within the top 6, pull away from everyone, and then battle at the end. And that's, if we stick to that plan, it'd be a really fun race. So we're coming out of the last couple of corners here, changing it to split cam. You can see all the people behind us, 16 people I believe, and we're gonna push Colton all the way down the straight. So my foot is floored to the gas. I'm just giving it all I can. He's keeping the brake down, and he releases the brake as soon as they wave green. It looks like Chuck got a good start. We see Ben behind. He's getting a lot of contact. He dives on my inside going into 2. A lot of contact is made. I give him the hand. I'm a little frustrated because I'm like, whoa, what the heck just happened? And then even more contact through here. But we were going 3 abreast through 3. And then going through the chicane, I have the inside, and I take it from him. And we're going to look back and, look at the footage a little slower and see, what all this contact was for. So we're going past the start-finish line here. Ben is receiving a lot of contact from behind and next to him. But coming out of 1, I look behind me. I see that he's a kart distance behind, and I look ahead, and this is what I see. So I'm going to follow 605. That was the plan, because I look behind me, and Ben wasn't there in that gap. So I turn in, and then Ben went for the dive bomb to follow that guy. And, I didn't know Ben was there because it was kind of a late move. And then this contact here was because, we were going 3 abreast into that corner. So that's what happened. I am sorry, Ben, for all that. I mean, it was poor judgment on my part. I looked behind, you were about a kart length behind, and so I turned in and you were there. So, it's a bit of a racing incident, but, that's in the past. So we dropped down to 6th, as I said. Starting on the outside, it's inevitable. You're going to lose some positions. Very difficult to gain positions from the outside, but now we are trying to catch up to Colin in front of us, because we don't want to start on the outside again, because we've seen what that happens. So the plan here is catch up to Colin, work as a team, and then go from there and try and catch up to everyone else, because we know that a train is way faster than someone by themselves. But the thing is, this race is only 8 laps, and to catch up to Colin, I'm probably going to need more than 8 laps, because in qualifying it was only a 10th faster, and he's well over a second in front of me. So, it's going to be very hard to catch up to him. Another thing that could happen is someone makes a mistake, or someone gets a penalty by knocking a cone over. So that's what we're hoping for. Never give up, okay? Just never give up. That's just the golden rule, because anything can happen. There was also one thing I was kind of scared of while we were lining up and gridding up before the start, because of the guy waving the flag at me, because I thought I got a penalty, because they did say no tire warming, but I saw a bunch of other people doing it in practice and qualifying, and I was like, oh, maybe they're not enforcing it. But they made it very clear after this race that they will be awarding 2-place penalties for the next time they see people doing that. So if you were not at this race and you are watching it right now and you're going to be at future races, just a heads up, they might penalize you if you're tire warming. I doubt they'll give you another warning like they did with me. So we are coming up to halfway through the race. We can see the guy waving the cross flags, and it is looking like we're not really making too much time. You know, Colin in front is not pulling away, and we're not catching him. The 2 people in front of him are not pulling away either. So that's kind of, you know, those 2 people should be able to pull away from Colin, but it's looking like everyone's at a stalemate here. The people behind me are not catching me. I'm not catching the people in front. So, you know, when you're in a race like this, it's kind of easy to just be like, oh, that's it. There's nothing I can really do. But, you know, anything can happen. So we're going to try and put our head down and put down the qualifying laps. So before this race even started, I forgot to mention this. When I got my cart out of the trailer, you know, to get it all, you know, gassed up and ready to race, I noticed something on the front of my cart. And, you know, I looked at Alfonso, if you remember him, and someone flipped him upside down. And so I went up to my brother and I was like, you know, how did that happen? Who did this? And apparently Ben and Colton decided it would be funny to flip Alfonso upside down. Now, I did not think that was funny, as we're on 2 laps to go. I think that was very disrespectful. And I think that they are just completely jealous because Alfonso is nice to me, but Alfonso isn't nice to them. I don't know, you tell me. So at this point in the race, my brother, who got into an incident earlier, has retired his cart because his steering wheel, I don't know if it fell off, but I think his steering wheel wasn't turning the wheels anymore.
Steering wheel, claps on steering wheel here. Give me steering wheel. Hey, hey, steering wheel, somebody tell him to give it to me. Come on, move!
So there's some payback from Alfonso, and so he is now basically last place. So unlucky for him. We're starting the last lap now. So last lap, you know, that's where all the fighting happens. So hopefully people will start butting heads and spin each other out, and we can finish in a higher position. Because my goal for, you know, all races is to win. But, you know, if I get top 5, I'd be very pleased. So I'm in 6th right now. You know, we still have the final to go, but we're going through turn 7. It's looking like no one's killing each other, which is very depressing because I benefit off of people killing each other. So we're going to the start-finish line here. It's looking like we got 6th, you know, not terrible. I mean, we could be in last, but, you know, we did not improve. So that's it for this race. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, suggestions, or opinions, please comment below. And if you like the video, please subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.